We're on the air.
No, we're not.
With that, Lance, thank you very much. All right, Percy, you want to lead us in?
I do. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Colbertradio.com live streaming across the great worldwide and possibly beyond web. I am political director, the man to the right of Attila the Hun and mostly to the right of the holy city, Charleston, South Carolina, Percy Hugo, the voice of the cutting edge, like to, for the first time, welcome myself first. Thank you, me.
Welcome yourself.
And that's enough.
That's it. I'm cutting his salary in half.
Yeah, that's
It's all about you.
only Paul Krugman can divide by zero, and we'll tell you who that is later. And
Right.
then across from me,
He's
immediately,
live tonight, I'm telling you.
across from me immediately, our man with the segment Off the Wall, general comedic director, and the mild-mannered alter ego of the famous superhero Flem Dorkman, Mr. Lance Morrison.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Lance.
Welcome, Lance.
Good to be back. Good to be here. Good to be had. You know, I love being had.
Who doesn't? Next to his right, the man, the myth, the legend. When it rains, it pours, ladies. It's Mr. Dickie Storm.
Dickie!
Thank you.
In the house,
Thank you very
Dickie.
much.
The Dickster!
The Dickster.
Dickorama.
Let's just face it.
Dickie.
He's the best dick in the room.
That's it.
Now, to my left.
I've heard that.
What?
I've heard that. People have often said that about Dickie. Yeah. What a dick.
If you have to pick a dick.
This is one
that's
thing
the
you don't
guy.
want to hear when Dickie sits down. What the hell was that?
All right.
Dickie's naked again.
To my left, as if there was anybody not to my left, is the host of the show, the man with his name on the marquee, his reputation on the line, and his financial future at stake in our beautiful little studio here in the lovely Charleston, South Carolina, Mr. John Colbert of Colbertradio.com. Give him a hand.
You're the freaking longest introduction.
What are you talking
You
about?
have to love the camera. You have to love.
Sick
All right,
with
gentlemen,
over.
everybody
Sick
grab
with
whatever
over.
the hell it is you're drinking because we're going to lead off today's show with a happy birthday
Mine's empty.
to my sister-in-law, my lovely wife's beautiful sister, Susan. I won't mention any last names so you don't wind up having protesters standing out in your front yard. And we're going to wish her a very merry birthday. I think she's 28 today, something like that.
Very good.
She certainly looks like that, just like her sister.
I'll be 29 next year.
Well, oh my
I'm
God.
going to be older than Aunt Susan.
He's a spring chicken. Well, gentlemen, I give you Susan. Happy birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday to you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan. Any excuse to drink. All right. Well, I want to welcome
And
Dickie. I
thank you
want to
for
welcome
being
Lance.
that excuse.
Want to welcome Percy.
Hey, thank you.
So, guys, how have things been going?
Well,
That's a hell of an intro, John. So,
That's
guys,
all I got.
I didn't write it.
Show's over.
Take it away, Dickie.
Take it, Dickie.
okay,
Take
well,
that.
we can talk about sports. There was a sporting event this weekend.
Was there?
You are you sports? Sure.
Yeah,
What was that?
There sure was, wasn't there?
What the hell was that thing?
I don't know.
You just want to launch right into sports?
Sure, why not?
Apparently, we're launching straight into
We
sports.
got no plan.
There was women's college basketball.
Okay.
Well, I got a little something. Here, but all right. Oh, all right.
Unless you
What
want
was
to
the
just
most-
do some general topic
No, this we can.
stuff.
Well, we can do a little sports on this thing. What was your most amazing thing about the Super Bowl?
I loved the onside kick at the start of the second half. I have advocated that play for years,
And someone finally did
and
it.
they
Got the
finally
call.
took my advice.
I've heard you say that. Why do people always do the onside kick when they expect the onside kick? The whole point is to be a
They should have
surprise.
started the game with an onside kick.
That's right.
You know, I'm willing to bet they attribute that to you too.
I think so.
Because when Sean Payton called that play and the Saints actually did it, you look over at the Colts coach and he goes, "Well, that was a dick move."
But it worked, didn't it?
It did work. It did work, and that was off the cuff. by the
And
way.
then somebody
Even though
said-
I'm not wearing cuffs.
Somebody
They did, they
said
did.
they knocked our dick in the dirt that time.
Hey! Well, I think we have a definite theme for this.
Yeah, it's dick jokes, huh?
Indianapolis Colts just yelled out, "What a bunch of dicks!"
Hey!
And Storm's going, "Why, thank you."
Hey, yes, that's right here, King Dick, right here.
All right,
I sent
now
that play in.
the
said-
Super Bowl.
He said,
It's called Dangle Left.
He said, don't dick this up.
Don't dick. All right, we need to stop.
You gotta
This
admit
is-
now. You
this
gotta
is
admit
supposed to
they
be-
pulled all the stops on this thing.
Oh, they really did.
New Orleans goes for a touchdown on 4th and goal. Peyton Manning and the Colts went on a fourth and something.
That's because they were 2 touchdowns down. So
No, that was
true.
before they were 2 touchdowns.
But you know
down.
what?
That's when they got their 17th.
I said it last night, and I'll say it again. If you were 14 points down with 2.5 minutes left to go in any football game, who would you want as your quarterback?
Yeah,
Peyton Manning.
Tom Brady. No, I'm kidding. Peyton Manning. And, there have been so many good performances for comebacks by him that you can't count Peyton Manning out for just one. Yeah, he lost the Super Bowl. He's also won one. It's all right. He'll be okay. He'll still be Peyton Manning tomorrow,
But
and won't.
wasn't it amazing how quickly both teams gave up on the run? I mean, it's just
it
like,
was.
screw this. We're not fooling anybody. We got Drew Brees
Yeah.
and Peyton Manning. Screw this. We're just going to throw the ball
just air it
for the
out.
next 60 minutes. And that's what they did.
Well, Joseph Adai had a good night, but Reggie Bush was not anywhere to be seen, really.
Nay, he was
wasn't
not.
really a factor, was he?
Which is okay with me.
You know, getting back to
Where did he go to college?
USC, University of Southern California.
Who did?
Reggie Bush.
Oh, yeah.
He
yeah.
was Southern
Okay.
Cal.
Heisman Trophy winner?
Yes, he was.
Amazing.
You mentioned Peyton
So
Manning.
Reggie
I
Bush
heard-
was a dick.
This is what really floors me sometimes about the whole commentary. That the 6 weeks before the Super Bowl, the pre-show. I was watching hour 428 the other day of pre-show.
A
Super
pre-show?
Bowl.
Yeah.
And somebody mentioned, Peyton Manning has really got to win this one because he's got one Super Bowl under his belt. And it would really legitimize, his whole run. I'm like, God, he's won a Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls have we had?
44.
44 Super Bowls.
How many did Dan Marino win?
None.
Zero.
Zero.
Hello. He's a Hall of Famer. Hello.
Yeah.
But there have only been a couple quarterbacks that have actually had multiple times.
Yeah.
But-
And if you think there's really only been 39 because Terry Bradshaw took 4 of those Super Bowls away from everybody
That's
else.
right.
Well, that's true.
So, I mean, there's only 39 other opportunities out there.
Yeah, but did Phil Simms win twice?
I think he did.
Phil Simms won twice, and then what's his name?
Joe Montana won several times.
Montana won several times. And
Bart Starr.
the guy-
I'm willing to bet that hidden in his lap during that game, Eli Manning had a little voodoo doll of his brother sticking it with pins. Because, damn it, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a second Super Bowl ring.
doubt it.
I can't go back and hang out with Dad and have him rag on me
my
out.
God.
Well, your older brother's got 2 rings. What the hell's wrong with you?
Now, what's the
You're out of the will.
who's the third brother?
Cooper, isn't it?
Curly.
Mo. Ship.
Curly.
Ship.
Larry.
But he doesn't even play football.
No.
No.
Well, his younger brothers were both better than him, so he just kind of walked away
He's
from
the
the game.
slower brother.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
an older
I
brother.
think he's
slower.
older. I don't know. You know
Yeah,
what?
the
I don't-
Mannings, he was the first one they were practicing on him. Probably dropped him on his head a few times.
He's a slower brother. He's not retarded. He just can't run as fast.
Well,
That's
gentlemen,
right. Eli's retarded. Everybody.
we're going to have to come back. That's
He's
our
little.
introduction. We decided to include our sports in the introduction. So we're going to be right back. I'm about to take us off the air. We'll be right back in a little while with Colbertradio.com.
And all our various
happy
lawsuits.
birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday, Susan.